Yo, you know we live on IG, right? I got Cphatt in the building. Two squad hitters in the building.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? We just came from the studio with Baby J. He's cooking some crack up with Renegade.
Hey.
You know, this is Pat Riley Junkie. Shout out, salute to the risk takers. Salute to Dramatics.
Dramatics.
What? Yo. It's the coolest cat with a comic book cat. You know it's your man 151. Giving it to you straight with no chaser. Cpat's in the building. Toon
Yo,
Squad
yo,
Hitters
yo,
is in the
yo.
building. I know y'all be like, well, damn, at the bar supposed to be coming on at 6 o'clock, but why is it so late? Because I know the owner of this bar, and I can do what the fuck I want to do when the fuck I want to do it.
Shit.
And some of y'all can't. It's okay when you grow up, your idol can be just like me. Um, we got Cpat in the building. What's going on? So it's been a minute because we've been asking for you for a minute.
Man, it's just trying to accomplish everything and do everything, man. Just always moving on, be really having time to sit down and just do everything I need to do. It's like everything happened for a reason. That's how I look at it. It's like,
Dude, you always traveling. Like I
yeah.
gotta go to the studio out here. I gotta go to the studio out there.
Hmm.
You know, um, you're always moving. You're always moving, man. Um, I gotta say, I appreciate. I'm kind of loud because I guess I don't know if it's the alcohol or the trackboard, but I appreciate a rapper with a work ethic because a lot of y'all, a lot of these rappers ain't got no work ethic. A lot of these rappers think, well, if I do one song, I'm gonna blow, and I ain't gotta put no work in. And I need y'all to stop smoking crack because it does not work that way. Um, how you know? Before we get to the questions, tell a little bit about yourself because you've done a lot, and you're always grinding.
I mean, it's it's been a long journey. I've been rapping since like what maybe 2020 right now. Since like damn, it's like 2012. But I stopped really going hard the last couple of years. Last 4 or 5 years, I've been really pushing going hard. So
What made you What made you get more focused with it?
uh, not really. I wouldn't say focus. It's just in me. It's
Okay.
like it's just in me. It's just something I feel like, I wake up like when you wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, wash your face. It's just something that's just a part of me,
Yeah.
It's just in me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I normally used to ask people who's a top five dead or alive, but I'm gonna switch it to who's on your Mount Rushmore.
Mm. Damn, so that's like some legendary shit. Like,
Yeah, and
damn,
then and keep in mind when you say a person, that don't mean I ain't gonna ask you why they on there.
damn,
So
he said Mount Rushmore.
who on your Mount Rushmore?
Damn. Alright. I mean, at the end of the day, shit. That's not a hard question. It's so
It ain't an
many
easy
great. It's
question.
just so many greats out. You know what I'm saying? So many legendary, people that you can put up on there.
I
So
know, but you gotta narrow it down. You gotta
it's
narrow it down.
oh man. Mm-mm-mm.
The crazy thing is if I ask dudes, yo, who gave you the best head, they could probably tell me right off the bat. I ask them who's on their Mount Rushmore, they gotta think about that joint.
Alright, I'm gonna get you together. If I
Let's
can
get
go
it.
with the first, the first start from, I'm gonna start from my left to my right.
Go ahead.
Alright, god damn. Without a doubt, without a doubt, without a doubt. Big guy go up there, without a doubt.
Okay.
It's just like I put my like how they lifestyles is compared to who I am and shit I've been through.
Yeah.
So it's like similar shit I can compare my feed off of. So it's like with Biggie, his dream and all that shit how it went down. Like he need to be up there,
Okay.
Mount Rushmore.
All
Yeah.
right. Cool. Cool.
All right. If after my man Big, I never was really a fan of Pac like that. But
Some people that might be blasphemy.
but Pac definitely gotta go up there. He gotta go, even though he wasn't like really like none of my top favorites, but he just like changed a lot of shit when it came to music. So that's a part of history. So he
well,
definitely deserves to be up there.
the funny thing is though, like one, Pac had a great work ethic when it come to making music.
Exactly. Right.
Two, Pac, what he lacked lyrically, he carried emotionally.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, if he was alive during that time, he had the thuggest niggas in the world singing Dear Mama.
Right. Yeah. I'm
He
here.
had East Coast niggas singing I Get Around. Like I heard I Get Around on a mixtape.
Right.
I had Tupacalypse now, but that summer when I was in New York,
Okay.
like, you would thought in
So you
Pac
was what? You was like how? You was like what? Like
when Pac first came out,
yeah.
like 18.
Yeah. Right.
By
He's like
18. I was
18.
like
Right.
by 18 because that first time, actually 17, when he first came out, and we
Right.
do the history right,
Right.
same song. All around the
Around the
world,
world.
same song.
What's the man feature on the jump? What's the man name?
He was with Digital Underground on that song.
And my man with the nose, right? That's
Yeah,
Digital
yeah,
Underground.
yeah, Digital
Yeah.
Underground. It was
Yeah.
Humpty Hump and
Yeah.
Shy
Yeah.
T.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
the same person.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Okay.
So he was the first time. That's I heard the verse when I clown around with the underground and I stay around, and he was all in the African gear, and that's the first time when I seen him. And then
Right.
Brenda Got a Baby dropped
Right.
a little bit after that, and that was really deep because it was based on a article he read in the newspaper. I had never
Oh
heard a
damn.
rapper do that.
Damn. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was an article he read, and he wrote this rap. Brenda's got a
I
baby.
thought Pac just like literally made that drink up. So
Nah,
damn. So
Brenda's got
he
a
on the
baby.
paper.
She
Damn.
she barely got a brain. I mean, it was a really deep song.
Right.
Um, and then when Tupacalypse dropped, very deep, very deep, very deep album. And um, when he did I Get Around, I mean, it was a party record that everybody loved.
Right. Yeah. That drink definitely was a banger. Definitely was. The video, all that, definitely was a banger
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
so definitely, 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 definitely. Um, keep going, keep going. Who else you got? Who else you got?
After Pop, I gotta go with Hove. You know,
Why Hove?
because I feel like for me, I feel like after those two greats, not even saying disintegrate or what I'm saying, went away, it was like Hove understood what was going on in the rap game,
So can I
and he
play?
played his part so well.
Can I play devil advocate here?
Go ahead, man. Go
So a lot of whole stuff
ahead.
is a lot of Biggie's recyclable
Yeah,
verses.
exactly.
So do we still put Hove as being a great? Because he did recycle a lot of Biggie shit.
I mean, who's to say like everybody ain't reciting, each other because at the end of the day, what people making up new words or something, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
What people making up their own new words,
But
their
he
own.
he he did a whole he recycled a whole lot of Biggie verses though.
I mean, that might have been just a part of the game at that point in time, like what he was feeling or what he was going through. Like might have felt like he was
I just
big at the time,
I mean
like
I
might
play
have been,
devil's
the
advocate because
spirit might have been going through him. It's
yeah,
like, I miss my man big.
that's true.
Yeah, I miss my man.
Because I mean obviously they had some type of bond of relationship both being from
Right,
Brooklyn,
right.
and I don't know how personally deep it went with each other.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this: if you could say at that point in time, Biggie and Pop, who really, made an outcome to you when they left the scene?
Well, that's easy for me. I've always been a Nas fan. I'm from Queens, bro.
Nas
Nas.
was knocking more than Hov.
To me, yeah.
I feel you.
If you
I
talk
feel you.
about, I gave you power, which he rhymes about being a gun. When he dropped "Life Is a Bitch," like the year I graduated, I had just lost my grandmother that summer.
Right,
I
right,
woke up every day feeling like life's a bitch until you die.
right.
New York State of Mind, just
So you don't feel
the
like
beat.
Hov had nothing competing with nothing, like he
No,
couldn't
I'm just
compete.
saying. But those are so Nas is very visual to me. You
Okay,
know
I feel no,
when
I feel you. I just
when
never really was a Nas fan. I just couldn't really get
and
understand the concept. I
but
mean, I
the,
understand his vision, but the concept and just where he was getting it from, like, where are you getting these type of
I
metaphors
mean
and
just like
I don't understand this.
when he
Like,
did the song and he rapped it in reverse. Like that shit was very creative to me. But don't get me wrong too. There's a song. So like when I first bought my first Jay Z album,
right,
um, I had Reasonable Doubt and it was really good.
right,
But then the other album after that, there's a song on it called "You Must Love Me,"
okay,
and
right.
Jay
I know,
Z
yeah. I know.
breaks down like
Something happened with his
his
brother,
brother and
yeah,
stuff like
shooting
that.
and all
And
that
then I
shit.
saw
Right,
Jay Z in a different light because it was just like, oh, okay, this is a very visual song,
right,
and I can picture that because I got brothers.
right.
So, it's just that when I hear songs like those type of things inspire me. It ain't necessarily the Hard Knock Life joint, which was fire by the way,
hmm
but it's the songs that shows me the personal side of Jay Z that makes me like Jay Z.
I'm gonna keep it pushing. Cause
Definitely,
I'm gonna give you, like I say, top, three, right? As far as in that era,
yeah.
my four, I'm gonna go with Wayne.
Why Wayne?
Like I say, with the torch, it gets passed on. It goes down the line. And I feel like not even when Hove left the scene, but when it kind of started knowing, okay, it's time for me to pass the torch. I feel like the torch was passed to Wayne.
One of the things about Lil Wayne for me is I think Lil Wayne's a good artist. I don't never to me he's never the second coming of anything. I think Lil Wayne to me is one of the most overrated artists. I've heard him do banger songs, but then I've heard him do songs and be like, what the fuck was he thinking?
Now, what
But then again, every
artist,
artist has a what the fuck were you thinking song.
what artist do you know has done a rock album and it actually did pretty good and so like pretty good, like yeah,
To answer that question, so Chuck D, Be Real,
okay,
formed with Rage Against the Machine. They did Prophets of Rage, and they opened up for Eminem. They almost they were doing. I think he said the largest crowd they performed in was almost 900,000 people.
damn. Who that
And
again? You said
Chuck D from Public Enemy,
right,
B Real from Cypress Hill, and the
damn,
drummer from Rage Against the Machine. And Ice-T did a rock album too. And they said,
a whole
the,
rock album and a
yeah,
whole drink,
so they went on a 4-year tour. He said it was so different from being a rapper.
damn.
He was like, it was so different from being
That's
a rapper
sick,
that
yeah, yeah,
he's like, yeah, we were, he's like, we went from, I remember being on buses to being on Learjets now because we're doing a rock album. He said, man, after them 4 years, we was like, oh yeah, we good.
we don't even
he
need
was
it,
like, yeah, the money was, he said, but the amount of work that you were putting in,
right,
he's like, yeah, you put it in for that. And I see is one of the first rappers to actually, because he had Body Count. That's the song he did Cop Killer that they blamed hip hop, even though it was a rock song. It was
right,
called Cop Killer because he was a rapper first. So
right,
they blamed hip hop when cops started getting killed because of that song.
right,
So, but Wayne is creative. I don't. To me, he's not a goat. But like I said, one were from two different genres. So
exactly,
you're gonna
right,
see Wayne different how I see Wayne.
definitely,
So but I respect that. But it's your but the thing is, it's your Mount Rushmore.
right.
So it is what it is.
All right, and last but not least, you gotta go with yourself. You know, I gotta go up there. I gotta go with Mount Rushmore.
So
I
this is
need to
very,
be up there with the greats.
and this probably
I
is the
gotta be
most
up there with the
important part of
greats.
the conversation. If you ask me when I was rapping, who was my favorite rappers? my last one is always going to be me.
Right.
If you're not your own biggest fan,
Right.
like if you ask me what are my favorite radio shows, I'm I'm gonna be like, oh, I like the Breakfast Club, and then at the bar radio, at the bar radio, and at the bar radio.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm Dylon, Dylon, Dylon,
Right.
Dylon,
Right.
Dylon. I spit hot fire.
Uh-huh.
If you're not your own biggest fan, you can't expect other people to be fans of you.
That's true. Absolutely true.
Like, if you not tooting your horn that you great, why would other people do that?
True.
You know. So what's going on? So definitely, I want to quick shout out to Accuser Clothing Line. Um,
What you said? Accuse
Accuser,
accuser?
yeah,
Okay.
they um they got a fire clothing line. Actually, very good product, black owned company.
Okay.
Shout out to my man Assad. He always supports us at the bar radio. That's
Okay.
my dude. But yeah, I really like the fact that you said you.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself, at the end of the day, like I said, I ain't saying at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know, that's a part of my legacy, man. That'd be a great, a goat, man.
So I always love to ask artists too. What do you choose? What do you look for when you hear a beat?
Done. I mean, honestly, with me, it's like all I be knowing is trap shit, like that trap, trap, trap. For some reason, it's trap, trap. But as I got older and been creating more music, creating more mixtapes, you gotta step outside the boundaries sometimes to reach different crowds and different genres of, what I'm saying, crowds of people. So, you know, you gotta, uh, you gotta move around with it. Gotta move around with the music.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Um, so you have any favorite producers that you like working with?
I mean, always the home team is always good.
Well, shout them
Tour
out. Let,
squad.
let, let, let the people
It's
know.
always good to work with the home team. But as of right now, like I said, I'm just doing mixtapes, so I'm having fun right now. You see
Okay,
what I'm saying? So I'm snatching the other nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Going YouTube, this place, other place. I'm just cooking up right now.
bet,
But
bet.
I got some shit coming up in the near future as far as album shit, where I do plan
Mm,
on working with very 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 various producers and shit. So now I do got a couple producers though. That's cooked up a couple of my mixtapes.
okay,
Mix God. Um, shout out Los Oso. A couple people, but like I say, as far as mixtape, just having fun with it. But album time really gonna get some heavy hitters, man.
okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna play a quick video real quick.
yeah,
You might know this song.
yeah.
Uh,
Let's see what's going on here.
Stop me if you've heard this song before.
Oh man, shit. Listen.
This is my banger though.
But the crazy thing about this video is,
Save it to after the video.
alright,
Save it to after the video. Just let it just sit back and enjoy it.
alright,
Oh shit.
hey, hey, chain. Young Cphatt, watch me do my thing. Lot of gold chains like Mr. T. Keep it low key when I'm in the streets. I know I'm different when you look at me. I know I'm different. She know I'm different. I'm ballin' hard. You catch the splits. I know I'm different. She know I'm different. I'm ballin' hard. You catch the splits. I know I'm different. 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 We ballin' hard. And you catch the splits. It ain't got nothing to quit it, man. When I show you how fast the ceiling fan, like you ain't got know how to make a bang. These niggas be chopper all in their hand. Just know that we different. My man on a mission. I just spit it once, then I pass the torch, feel like the Olympics. I want you to different. Got on my equipment. Ain't looking for trouble. I heard of the puddle. You won't catch me slipping. I'm way too humble. Ain't trying to floss. I've been in the creases like dental floss. Double dippers, niggas still in sauce. He ain't even mad. He got menopause. No burning bridge. I'm trying to get across. We way too lifted. Ain't trying to fall. I'm shooting once. You gotta kill us all. We sleep. We wake up like what's the call? Niggas fake. Ain't spitting no facts. Niggas broke. Ain't getting no rap. When I was broke, I was getting no packs. The squad put the team on my back. I know I'm
They
different.
can't even see you yet.
She know I'm
Just
different.
wait.
I'm ballin' hard. You catch the splits. I know I'm different. She know I'm different. I'm ballin' hard.
That was just on
You catch the
IG.
splits. I
Yeah,
know I'm different. I know I'm
that's
different.
still it's on
I know I'm
IG,
different.
Facebook, Twitch,
I know I'm
Periscope,
different.
all at the same time.
I know I'm different. I
It's a
know I'm
program I
different.
use.
We ballin' hard. And
The
you catch the
program is in
splits.
here, but the webcam sees us all. Mm. Yeah, 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 yeah. So y'all about to see something that you ain't supposed to see. Y'all didn't see me touch that.
Only with the gang.
So that's my joint though, man. Shout out
Definitely.
to Finesse. That's my dude. We interviewed him last time. Salute the Tune Squad. I had a shout out to Baby J. We interviewed him, and we gonna about to interview him pretty soon again. He got these bangers, man. I might even leak one tonight just to play a half a verse. I
Ooh,
don't know. I see what it is.
ooh,
See if the audience deserves something like that, cause it's
ooh.
some bangers. He worked on some bangers this week. Um, so I'm glad you said that yourself about being in the top five. Um, man. So let's talk about some social shit that's going on. So
Okay.
basically, Nick Cannon made some comments and Viacom fired him.
I didn't actually what you call it, what I call it, dissect. I ain't dissect that shit all the way yet. Like I ain't
It's
really, you know what
it's
I'm saying?
it's crazy
Like what
because
did he say? Like what the fuck?
basically
I
you
know he got
see
fired on some wild
he
shit, like
yeah
but
basically on his podcast
some shit
he
he owns, some shit that
it was it wasn't even owned by the people.
that's what I'm saying. Some shit he owns, some yeah,
Yeah,
his shit.
and he basically said that like basically black people are like the original Jewish people.
Okay. I
Um,
think I did see some little clips of some shit
and
like
then
that.
um, he said some stuff, and they said and they listened. He was talking with Professor Griff, who has a history of they say that he says he was Professor Griff from Public Enemy. He says anti-Semitic things,
Okay.
which is basically against Jewish people.
Okay.
So they said that Nick Cannon comments was that so within literally a day after it went viral, like Viacom fired him. He said something about also that white people were savages and stuff.
That's
So
the people that fuck with. I mean, own Wild 'N Out.
MTV, Wild, they
Okay.
own
Okay.
MTV, VH,
Okay. What's it called?
MTV, VH1,
What's it
BET,
called?
um,
Vi.
Viacom.
Okay. Right. Right.
So they
Right.
fired him. Which is really crazy because I remember about maybe 10 or 11 years ago, Mel Gibson was stopped and he was drunk.
Who? Milk.
Mel
The
Gibson
white
from,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and he was drunk and he made some comments against Jewish people. Um, and it's no real repercussions. They talked about it, and basically, like he still can continue to make movies for the next 10 or 11 years. Like they didn't stop a whole like they didn't stop like they fired him, but when they fired Nick Cannon, they fired basically the whole cast of Wild and Out. This employs a whole bunch of black people.
I mean,
Nick Cannon did
it's
talk to a rabbi and he did apologize,
right.
but they still fired him for his opinion. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm also saying there have been times when Dom Imus when he went back in the day, he said nappy headed hoes about a basketball team that just won, a female basketball team that won a black female basketball that just won a championship.
Right.
He was fired, but at the same time, he wound up suing for it, and he got his money back, like the
Okay.
money that was owed for him.
Right.
Um, and he still was on. As far as I know, unless he's dead, he still had a radio career after that. It's just amazing how quickly that they put Nick Cannon in
They
a
reacting
box.
to that shit. I mean, I look at it like shit is real. You know, like in our situations with what I'm saying, America and shit that's going on, like this shit is real. Like this shit is really real on that end.
Yeah,
It's serious. Like it's really real. So I mean, in the Cannon situation, I mean having all that money, I mean you just gotta know what to do with it, investing and all that
yeah.
shit. So
I mean, he's a smart investor,
right,
and the thing is though, even though he did apologize,
right.
then black people turned against him, calling him a sellout, and
It's real, man.
like
It's real. It's real out here, man.
like we gotta have some type of balance.
And then you gotta also think about. I think I did see Diddy reach out to him.
Did reach out to him.
Yeah, he said he
Um,
got a little. If you want to come over.
Now I don't know.
But Diddy, to me, Diddy all about that money. At the end of the day, ain't no
I don't
trying to
know.
help a motherfucker.
I don't know if Diddy would have the budget to be able to
To
sustain.
fuck
It
with the
would be
cannon, to fuck with him.
yeah, because
Shit.
Wild and Out has like Wild and Out has had Cat Williams on it when it first started.
Yeah, you're right.
Um, D. Ray Davis,
Right.
Michael Blackston.
Yeah, that was right.
Um,
But then who the new host?
I mean he's
Who?
suing.
Huh? It's a white dude. Oh shit.
No, he's suing. He's suing for ownership of it right now. Or he's trying to fight for ownership of it.
Cannon.
Yeah,
I mean, shit. I did the
like
same shit. See, Nick
if it.
Cannon is not no fool, man. At the end of the day, he's kind of a smart man, man. At the end of the
I
day,
mean, if
for
you
real.
take Nick Cannon away from Wild and Out, it's not the same.
That's what I'm saying. So you're gonna lose a lot of money, probably a lot of views, a lot of other things that he was drawn to the business.
That's true.
So
That's true.
so you got to think about what he's doing. Like I said, he's not a dumb individual. That man's very smart. And like I said, I never knew the man had Nickelodeon.
He started on Nickelodeon.
That's what I'm saying. I never knew none of
Nick
that shit,
Cannon's
man, till
show.
years
The
later.
funny thing about Nick Cannon is like I never really watched this show on Nickelodeon, but I remember they did a skit on the Chappelle show,
Right.
and he brought his son. He was like, Nick Cannon is hilarious. He's like, who the fuck is this dude?
Right.
And then but then Drumline came out, and. I was like, oh shit.
Did you see Dave latest jump?
Oh yeah,
You like that jump?
definitely,
That jump was cool. That jump was definitely cool. I like that jump, man. That jump was definitely cool.
definitely.
Yeah. That jump was funny as shit.
Well, it made you think.
Yeah, it definitely made you think a lot, like a whole lot.
It made you think. It made you
Yeah.
think, and I was like, oh damn, this is deep.
Yeah.
I had to go back and reevaluate some things. I was
But
like, damn.
do you see the America though, like the people that's around them, like who's to say like all that shit is really about him? That money got a lot to do with that shit.
Money, money. When they say money is the root of all evil,
Yeah.
it's something that
Like I see a lot
it's
of
something. That,
white people. I'm mad out. Like I saw a lot of white people
yeah.
there. A lot of white people
Here's the funny thing.
compared to his own skin color.
It, here's the crazy thing about that. So if you go to a Wu Tang show, you go to a Public Enemy show,
Right.
you go. Look, earlier this year I went to a Bone Thugs and Harmony show
Right.
at the Fillmore.
Right.
So was it this year, last year, or whatever? Well, I went to a Bone Thugs and Harmony show.
Okay.
So when I got there, it was a lot of us, and
Right.
I was like, "Oh yeah, we about to be thugged out in this bitch."
right.
And as the music was playing, they was boom, 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 boom. And I'm looking, bruh, we was the minorities in that bitch. Now, when I was in line waiting for an hour,
Are you
it was
serious?
nothing, a couple white people here or there.
Right.
Yeah, by that time they filled up the Fillmore,
Majority
white.
can't be serious. Can't be.
So when you see like a whole white audience at a Dave Chappelle show,
Yeah,
it's real.
the money. Yeah, the money, man. Mm.
It is real. It is real. It is real. So we definitely, you definitely gotta watch stuff like that.
Yeah.
So um, tell me about the your latest video,
What was that movie?
the movie joint.
Uh, you want me to really tell you about it? Like
Oh
really?
yeah, cause we about to play it after you tell me.
You really want me to be honest? Like
Oh, actually, before we play it, we're gonna tell me about the movie joint, and then you was gonna say something about the
oh
video with
different.
you and for
Oh
now.
different. Yeah, and go back to different.
Yeah.
The crazy part about that different video, my man had a tattoos on his face. My man Ali. I haven't seen that nigga since that video.
What?
I swear to God. I don't know where. I mean, I've seen him as far as social media and shit like that, but physically seen my man, I have not seen my man.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck he is, but I know he. I think he's. You know, I hope my man is alright.
Yo, Ali, if you see this joint, somebody know Ali, the guy with the tattoos
You
on
know
the
what I'm
face in the
saying?
video. Reach out to CPAT. He just want to make sure his man all right.
It did. You know. So,
Damn.
yeah. But movie that shit. Crazy part about that whole thing about the whole song is like I knew I had to be at the studio in probably like an hour. I probably already had like 3 songs, 2 songs, something like that already made, already ready. Movie was the last song I had to make. I had probably like 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying, before I had to go to the studio.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm like, man, this, I cannot go to the studio like be embarrassed and I don't do this shit. This is not me. This is not how I rock. You know what I'm saying? So I've been listening to the beat, over and over again. So, for some reason I just like tuned in, logged in, because I knew shit had to be done. And like literally in 30 minutes, I put the hook together. I wrote it, told my girl like, put the hook, write it down, boom. And I just went off and just created that shit in like 30 minutes. Went to the studio, cooked that shit up, and I just had the vision like once I went to the studio for the video, you know what I'm saying? Once I
Yeah.
saw everybody that was around, it's like everything, like I said, happened for a reason. It was just like I had a vision for it, and everything just worked together. It became a movie.
All right.
Shout out to you, the whole game. It is.
Shit. And then we gonna play some exclusive shit after this video.
Yeah. Okay. Agua. Ain't nothing.
Okay.
Ain't you fireworks right now?
Hmm.
Ain't you fireworks right now? Fireworks. Ain't you fireworks right now?
They're Mexican. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. I just hope they don't shoot each other.
Jesus. Break down. Jesus. Legendary. 30 minutes once we get on.
Mm.
30 minutes.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
That shit 30 minutes. 30 minutes. That shit was just crazy. On the news, Young Cphatt.
I like this joint though. But sometimes you do your best work under pressure.
Hmm?
Sometimes you do your best work under pressure.
That might be why it's a banger.
Probably so.
Supposed to get the regular jumps. Attack. Supposed to get the regular jumps. Jumps too chewy. Wasn't? Nah. Yeah. My favorite. I was got.
In the way of the camera.
Oh yeah. They a hater. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a banger right there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Desert.
30 minutes?
30.
30? Dominoes and you out?
Out of there.
Bet.
ASAP.
Bet.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Here's an interesting thing. I don't know if you're up on this joint, but weirdly enough, um, the Migos actually sued their lawyer for conflict of interest because the one thing about it is and this is where we educate young people in the game. If you have a music lawyer, if you have a music lawyer, your lawyer can't represent your record label and be your lawyer because it's a conflict of interest. So basically, they're suing their lawyer. They're saying basically he charged them for he overcharged them on a lot of deals, and you know if the record company is saying we're going to give you this, and he works for the record company, his interest is always going to be in the record company. Got any thoughts on that, CPAT?
So this something that's going on right now.
Yeah, it
Mm.
just happened Friday.
So 24 hours ago, basically.
Actually, not even not Friday. I'm sorry, it happened like probably like maybe like Tuesday or something like that.
Dang. I mean, you wait this long? Okay.
I mean, yeah, they've been in the, but they're figuring out how much money they lost now.
That's what I'm saying. Like you wait this long, like to try to figure that shit out. Like I mean, I guess. Mm, I mean, you found it. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? Found out what the hell was going on. I mean, guess you gotta do what you gotta do. It's business.
You do, it's business. But you know what? And this is what a lot of artists fail at is business. They don't take care of business the right way. I think a lot of artists, we got a hot song, we popping, I'm making money, but they don't know how to handle the business side. Um, and I think I remember, but you got to remember too, the money, the label invested a lot of money in them because you don't come out with like Versace in the remix with Drake on it, and he did it for free. He don't
Right.
even know who you are.
Right.
You know,
Oh,
and
so you
without
said
that,
they. So you said they suing they lawyer.
yeah, they saying because
So
basically
then
it's a
it's
conflict of interest. But then if you're not, you gotta know your business. Like it's the music business.
yeah, but so
A
what
lot
they suing them for?
conflict of interest. He basically he basically was. If he's the same lawyer that represents the record label, his his loyalty is always going to be towards the record label because that's where he makes the most of his money.
Yeah, so what are we like? Alright.
You can't have that.
So what
Like if
is
the
so
record
so
label's
so so
giving
if
you,
they get in trouble some shit like that?
it's their music lawyer, like their business lawyer, not their
Street lawyer.
not their street lawyer.
Okay, I got
So it's the lawyer. Like if I bring him a music contract saying, "Oh man, um, Lou gonna give you 50,000 for for this verse," and you go, "Okay, cool." And really, the deal was Lou was gonna give you 100,000, but I done charged you my fee, and I then gave the rest
So
to the record
you know
company.
you don't know who the guy is? You talking about the dude, the manager
It's
guy?
not Coach K. No,
Okay,
no. It's
or
the it's
P
the it's no no. It's their
okay, okay.
business lawyer,
Alright,
but it's
okay,
their
alright.
same business lawyer,
For Arab hard for the
but
whole
that works for quality
for the
control.
gang. Okay, alright.
So
So alright, okay.
like
I
if
mean, like say
you
you got
can't
a guy.
negotiate a deal because it's a conflict of interest because both of them are his clients.
You gotta know your business. You gotta know like same thing with motherfucking what's them boys they had movie and all that
Who New Edition?
nah you know
NWA?
NWA,
Yeah,
you know, with that shit.
you got to.
And they telling easy like what the fuck going on, this motherfucker blind as a bat, but at the same time knowing what the fuck going on.
Yeah,
So it's like he playing both sides of the field and whole time throwing his men underneath the rug, and look how shit end up happening, turning out. So you just gotta know the business.
you got to. I mean, it's the music business for a reason,
Hmm.
and people don't understand that.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
gotta know it. You definitely gotta know it.
we was just having a conversation in the ride over here, um, and we were just talking about like you can be the most talented motherfucker in the world, but if you don't understand the business aspect, it
You
don't
can
do you
make
no
you can make
justice.
100 songs, 200 songs, 1,000 songs.
Yeah. Yep.
So you just
Yep.
gotta know what you're doing.
Definitely. Definitely. Definitely.
I could be 40 years old still making music.
Yeah, I was 40 years old still making music.
Just gotta know what you're doing.
I just got tired of it. It's
Hmm.
too much work
Hmm.
trying to be sober and rhyme when I can drink and be on the air and have more fun.
How 2020 been treated?
2020 is good, man. We still look quarantine time. We still had guests calling in at the bar radio. We still like it ain't nothing changed.
Right, right.
We still on our grind. We still on our hustle. The biggest thing is I didn't get to go to California or Texas this year. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on
And when
that.
I look at those
Vacate.
numbers, I might not be going next year.
I feel you on that. I feel you. I definitely feel you.
So, yeah,
Rather be safe than sorry.
yep. But on some good news, I got some heat.
What you got?
You know what?
See what you got.
I don't even mean to steal your spotlight.
See what you got.
Before we play your heat,
Oh shit.
I'm gonna play a little bit of this Baby J joint that we just got because it's so hot.
He ain't Baby J no more, man.
I know
Niggas trying
he
to
might be
steal.
grown man J after this
Nah,
shit.
niggas trying to steal my man swag.
They
Guess you
can't.
ain't know. You ain't know.
Nah,
They trying to steal my man swag.
there's only one Baby J.
So we trying to change my man name. 10K. 10K just 10K.
We can change it to 10K.
10K. You know what I'm saying?
That means when
Cause
you
niggas
want to
trying to talk, but
feature.
he's still always gonna be Baby J, to the gang. But niggas trying to steal my man swag.
Oh,
So you know what I'm saying? You gotta always be versatile. You gotta be ready. You gotta be like a
they
chameleon.
might can jack the swag, but they can't dance or jack the talent. I'm
Definitely
about to
can,
play you some
yeah.
heat though. You ready for this joint?
I'm always ready.
I like number three.
Okay.
He like number one.
Oh, so the
So
gang, it's all gang shit. Oh, okay,
so
okay.
let me play this joint. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, when I heard this nigga in the booth, the nigga in the booth was just I looked at Lou like this
So
nigga
this,
on
so this, so
fire.
this some fresh dope.
Fresh dope.
This
This that pops in Sugar Hill joint in his veins. Like this is joint. I may not give you the whole song though. It all depends what type of mood I'm in.
Mm. Mm. Damn.
That shit was hard.
Getting better with time, man.
Before we get off the air, I'm gonna play because he wants me to play number one. So I'm gonna play
Number
that.
10.
Can't give him that. Don't give him
Up,
that.
up, up, up. The boss said I can't give him that.
Can't give him that. Don't give him that. No. Can't give
It's
him that.
Lewis.
Huh? One verse.
I may give y'all one verse.
Yeah.
Sneaky shooter, man.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
But yeah.
Nah, my brother. Yeah, he can't put all that out there. He almost
So
put a whole jump, but
uh,
ain't even
like for
put the
real,
whole copyright.
real talk, Cphatt, and then we can get back to you 1 second. But I was very impressed the way that 10K carried himself in the studio. Um, like performance, like spin his verse wise and stuff like that. You being part of Toon Squad, you would definitely he held y'all down and he definitely held y'all proud. Like he was very
Okay.
professional with his shit.
Okay.
Cause it's a lot of niggas that be talking that talk, got the diarrhea of the fucking mouth, and then you put them in the booth and they don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like dog, this ain't fucking Rain
Yeah.
Man. Like dog,
Yeah.
know your shit before you get there. I want some real
Exactly.
shit.
Exactly. Can't be boo bopping in that motherfucker.
And then he only had 1 day. So for real, Toon Squad looked very good. He represented y'all very good today.
One thing I am gonna say though, I'm job blown. I couldn't go to the drink. The time was moving and shit. I was supposed to be there. Supposed to, you know what I'm saying? See
The,
what's
the,
going on.
but here's the good thing about
You
that
know what I'm
is
saying? I wanted to see what's going on.
it's gonna be other
Oh, I'm
opportunities to see
already
the
hip, yeah.
Watts. And so
I'm
I know you
already
hip
hip.
with that,
I'm
dog.
already hip.
You know, last time Baby J was here, he was headed to the studio where y'all was going
Yep.
to that
Same
night.
vice versa.
You know what I'm
Dang.
saying?
You get to see, you get to, you
Dang.
know what I'm saying? You get to
And
experience that
and
shit. That's what make
and
them,
and and
get
I
them
can
better.
tell that experience, like he carried himself very good. Like
Yeah,
it ain't a lot of, it wasn't a whole lot of
yeah,
bippy boo bars and a
yeah.
whole lot of takes and running out the booth saying fuck and just looking stupid. It was just
Straight
like
work,
yo,
straight work.
yo, we was talking. He walked up on us like I'm ready.
I mean, you did two, three,
Two, two
three,
twenty-two,
three.
2:22, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. I mean, 2 hours and 22 minutes
So
and
like two
three
hours,
songs.
Yeah,
three songs. Oh, okay, all right. So like 2 hours. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's
yeah.
what's up. 3 hours too.
And and like I said, he was ready. Like by the time we got to hit already, this nigga was finishing up like the other song.
Yeah. Mhm.
He's on the second one now.
Yeah.
Mhm. And if you continue that drive,
Shout out to my Mexican neighbors
continue.
that still shooting fireworks,
Yeah, they tripping
and it's
right now.
almost August. Like, get
Yeah,
your
they
days right.
tripping.
Okay.
Yeah, they nothing.
Spanish. Oh,
All right, so we about to play some Heat.
What you got, man?
man, he
Let me
dropping some
see.
too much heat. This that
Yeah,
new
he
shit.
he
What's
he
that new shit? I got what's
yeah,
this?
he got a cheat
Cphatt.
code. He got a cheat code and shit
Which
over
one you
there.
want? I'm gonna let you choose which one you want me to hit. You want to play the Dum Dum joint?
Man, he got too much shit
You
over
want the
there.
Hot remix?
God damn this
Man, he got too much
Which
shit.
one? Which one you want first, man?
You
We about
got
to give y'all some heat.
man, I ain't supposed to be hearing this shit,
That's what
man.
I'm saying.
Might be the last time until he give me the go
This
ahead.
nigga 151 crazy, man.
Yeah, I know.
Let me let you go to Dum Dum first, man. My man,
Oh,
finesse, man. Let me go right there.
this nigga just gonna drop another joint with finesse.
Yeah.
These niggas be holding out on me. I'm about to reevaluate my friendship with Lou.
You got a little value on it?
Hold on.
They think it's sweet, they just make it presumptuous. They don't even know where I come from. I got a nigga go dum dum. He pulling up with that drum drum, like bum bum bum. You better run run. You better hope that you get away, or you done done. I had enough of this shit. We could do this all day. I can get stuck in this shit. I'm trying to get away. Most of my niggas locked or down in the grave. Wanna be a drug dealer till they see what's up with you. Most these niggas perfect. I know they ain't about that lifestyle. I know I ain't perfect, but remain the same person. I know I stepped up some shit that I don't want right now. It seems to him or me, but somebody gon' lay down.
What you love?
I must be facts.
I
I
ain't
ain't
even
even
worried
worried
about
about
none
none
of
of
these
these
niggas.
niggas.
None of these niggas.
Yeah, I just want dope. I just want chick. I want the fix. I need that cash. Yeah, I got those ice. Just say it's enough. Don't mean nothing big. Get right in that ass.
Yeah.
These niggas plot.
He
They
just
on
had
the
a his
low, but I'm
interview
getting
said.
lit. They think
He
it's
had his
sweet. They just make
interview,
it presumptuous. They don't even know where I
and he
come
came
from.
to the
I got
studio
a nigga
when
go
you
dum
went.
dum.
Oh
He
He
wow.
had
pulling up with that
on
drum
your
drum,
interview
like
day. He
bum
had
bum.
my
You
phone
better
was tripping.
run run.
I couldn't
You
even
better
get
hope that
open.
you get
I'm
away, or you
sick.
done done.
Rockin' these chains, but I ain't no
Tripping
slave. I
out.
take me a shit, I shower the shade. Then back to the flock, I been spittin' for days. They say get it sweet until we start a raid. Got hundreds on hundreds, my pockets for days. This be the shit they gon' copy and paste. And I put a snub and get you a raise. They jockin' my moves, they jockin' my ways. Cut that shit out, that's a technical file. Been running these streets since I was a child. I think that's why I like the quarters and pounds. Don't make it these, I cannot fuck with you clowns. I keep this shit basic, I make it look easy. I feel like I'm hard, I step in the
Ain't
three.
no ashtray though.
I cannot fuck with you rats. We
Hmm.
pulling up with the gas. We in the hoodies and black. This is that crack. My team, we sorta a movement, bitch. Ain't no picking and choosing. We slide, no niggas, no cruising. We keep a drum, no music. My
Had the
niggas go
camera
dumb, go
not bring a
stupid,
bottle
bitch.
around.
Ain't no fucking confusion.
They think it's sweet, they
You
just
heard
make
me?
it presumptuous. They don't even know where I come
Just
from.
have him come
I
over,
got a
bring a
nigga
bottle
go
back
dum
around
dum.
to you.
He pulling up with that drum
Try the
drum,
bottom.
like
This?
bum bum.
Yeah, turn around.
You better run run. You better hope that you get away, or you done done.
Some sneaky shit wants to do that.
Yeah, yeah. So what can I hit him with next?
We go to go either way, it don't matter.
Okay.
Featuring Pink, the game.
I hang in the trap with them roaches and rats. These niggas hot, yeah, that's a fact. I don't go nowhere if I got my strap. These niggas flaunting, they do it for rap. My niggas real, we do it for the trap. We got the shit jumping like it was some jacks. I looked in my pocket and found me some racks. You better back if you think about jacking me. These bitches stalking, oh, why they be after me? Guess it's them bands, yeah, I keep a stack with me. I'm doing my dance while Shawty just clapping me. Not really rock cranking, but Shawty be basic. Yeah, I love dappers and blue faces. That shit he doing, you tell me he gangsta. Cut that shit out, you niggas is wasting. My manager keep telling me stop sending these shots. But nigga, I can't, cause these niggas hot. I'ma stack the shit up, watch me get to the top. You cream of the core, no cream of the crop. I'm the king of this shit, you the king of the flop. Be dissing this shit, man, this shit gotta stop. I'm always on go, you niggas don't stop. Fuck on the road, you know it's my shot. This is the three, you know it don't stop. I'ma dunk on these songs, fuck the layups and shots. My shit never froze, my shit always hot. Sorry, little bitch, you cannot hang. Pussy pretty, he wanna get brain. Niggas be tipping, they giving names. Only let bad bitches go in the bank. Sooner or later, I'ma see Johnny Dane. Clicking this shit, I had to see K. My Louis the shit, I had to say thanks. Drip when I walk, drip when I bang. My PO on my ass, I call me a case. 180 my dash, you want a race? Loving the blocks, in love with the gays. Run up the bag, I gotta go get it. Bitches be bluffs, they really ain't with it. I'm throwing the time, cause nigga, I did it. Talk to me nice, or I don't wanna hear. Beam on his ass, make sure you get it. Rapper, I'm smoking, you say yeah, I'm sipping. Ain't about money, no, I can't listen. Only like pretty girls, won't do no broke code. Driving a PA, ain't no Milana. Fucking with Hector, Juan, and Pablo. Hating on my shit, you riding car, she turn on the boat. She pops she getting low. Yeah. Beat up the block like a body. Show up on host, yeah, I'm late, call me tardy. Too many guns, strapped like the army. I'm telling you, watch yourself, you little dummy. Slide on the niggas, he ain't no pocket spot. Bitches be talking, I do not talk it like serve my cousin. Finesse them all, I forgot. I'm in my bag, you down in your swag.
This nigga Lou be holding the fuck out, man. I thought this nigga was my man. I thought this nigga was my folks. This nigga just holding on to heat.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
After the
man.
show, I'ma cuss Lou out.
Might be going stupid, matter of fact, stupid. I be dancing with the stars somewhere on Jupiter. Play me like a PlayStation, baby, I'm a movie. Yeah, it's funny when you got some cash, you think everybody using you. But I just love my clip every day, I think all using niggas in the way, I get them sprayed like aftershave. One thing's in my cup, dirty, yeah, it's that I can fix. I just love my squad, two squads to the death of me. You must not get the picture. I run this shit like I delete a tape. Bitch, I left the faculty, but this is sort of dream. I'm thinking about the police snatching me. Bitch, I commit no murders. Just moved a couple beats. I know some niggas from VA. I can get a couple jobs. No push a T. My nigga pushed 100 P. Glock 4 or 5. It will make you niggas feel shot 2 times. Damn, now you niggas bleed. You can see it in my eyes. All my niggas riding wide. Can't be loafing in the can. Yeah, you niggas be the fan. I just wanna play. Shot my nigga China man. Life is such a gamble. You better roll it with your best hand. All I know is sevens like Jordan. I'm Olympian. I remember sitting on the benches down, check out my left hand. Yeah, I hate the shooters for the point. I'm chasing 100 M. Jordan now, me, I need them fucking meals. Yeah, I'm for the thrills. Fuck with your boy, yeah, I get these bitches chills. Hanging in the cut, yeah, I got the fucking still. Yeah, called out my nigga guarantee. Spin your block, non-stop. I'm busting at the ops. Looking at my jeans, man, this shit got knots. Yeah, these bitches thirsty, yeah, these bitches, they be hot. My heart so cold, I think I need an ice box. Can't give you no more. I can't give you no more credit.
Yeah, he got like three new songs. Like,
Can't give him no more shit.
yeah, man, he got.
I mean, damn, we done did
You want me?
2 videos,
I'm
3 songs. Like, this is some exclusive shit.
stealing, man.
I know.
Stealing.
You know, I've been asking Lou for a long time about these songs, like almost a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I got you. Um, so now comes my favorite segment at this joint. So I'm gonna just let you know. Not one, but two Toon Squad hitters have done this and they killed this joint. The first dude to actually set it off, bars at the bars, was 10K, Baby Jack. And then Finesse did his joint. So now I gotta ask you, can we get some bars at the bar? Why is these
Ah,
niggas still popping fucking firecrackers?
you want some buys?
Of course.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come
It
on.
could be written on the top of your head. Do acapella bars. Bars at the
Come on.
bar. Are you gonna let Baby J show you up?
You want me to? You want me to just off the dome, no beat, no nothing, just
Yeah.
God damn, motherfucker, you want me to kill me?
Yeah.
You killing me right now, man. You
Mm,
killing me, man.
I know.
Come on,
Even though you
man.
gave me some exclusive shit, we gotta have some
Come
bars at the
on,
bar,
man.
man.
Come on. You gave some buys, maybe J. 10K, you gave some buys.
He did.
Damn,
Um,
man. You gave some. Damn. You gonna put me on blast like that?
then Finesse gave me some too.
Sheesh. Damn. I ain't gonna say I ain't did this in a long time, but I just it's just something with me. Like I just feel like if it ain't, you know what I'm
I know
saying?
you're a perfectionist.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't for the money or for the,
I feel you.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't moving. You ain't talking about money, you don't move me. I
I
gotta
feel you.
live,
I
stand by
feel
my shit.
you.
Gotta live and stand by my words, man. You know, so we go to studio or something. Yeah, I give you what you need.
Yeah.
Definitely. Right now, nah, you know, that's not nah,
But you can't. You can't. It's cool.
nah. Nope.
It's cool. It's all copacetic, dog.
Yeah.
Um, well, I tell you what, since we not gonna get no bars, that means I gotta play. Let me play this joint real quick. Hope Lou don't kill me or play half this joint.
He got some more heat in the cut.
He got some more heat. I ain't gonna play the whole song though.
Yeah, don't.
Cause I done gave y'all, I done gave y'all, I done gave
You
yo,
gave
yo,
too much,
I
man.
done gave y'all ragged heat tonight.
See now. Oh nah. You put a. You might put a upbeat. You know what we got.
Let's see what I got. I might got some.
You know what I'm saying? You might get decent. I might feel froggy.
I hopped in the booth cause they was sleeping on the kid. A situation happened, ain't no saying what he did. If you one of my niggas, ain't no saying what it is. Keep it solid, never pretend, that mean no talking to the pigs. I don't know none of you niggas, why you speaking on my name? You touch one of my niggas, I'ma send shots at your brain. Forever stay to toes, you know that I never change. Quiet nigga, but I bust you if you go and get the brain. Because they wanna got him locked, my man still stuck inside the prison. So mama make it, I gotta get my all at risk. Teacher said I would be none, I used to cut a class and skip it. I was making money moves, I wasn't messing with them chickens. It's me against the world, cause either way I gotta get it. Call me Captain Baby Chickens, every day I'm on a mission. Cause the niggas snake me out, I shouldn't lonely bro
Baby.
without your kids, seem like life a little different. Had to get
All
it
right,
on my
see.
own, nobody told me how to grind.
Get the
No jokes, I
spanking.
bust my nigga if
What's
I
that? You
catch him
giving
out
too
of
much.
line.
You get the spanking.
Giving too much. Giving
Get the
too
Gave
much.
y'all
spanking.
too much, niggas.
Yeah, y'all had too much
Uh,
shit. I got something to look forward
get the
to.
spanking.
I gave y'all too much. I gave y'all too much. Lou was like, Ugh! He's giving me the death threats and everything while y'all up the camera, like, yo, cut that shit, cut that shit. Uh, man, that's some heat though.
Hot fire, hot fire, hot fire.
So definitely, I mean, shit. But you got some hot fire, like,
Yeah, Lou said he gave up too much shit too.
Who, me?
mm,
Yeah, I mean,
Nah,
I
nah.
mean, he had another joint with finesse that was a banger. Then he had a joint. I didn't even know the joint was with Pink. That joint was a banger too.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the thing is, because we had a
it's like a
conversation.
checklist for me, yo. It's like an actual no
Yeah,
nigga. That's a checklist. I'm checking all shit.
yeah, we had a conversation off the air. And he was like, "Oh, you ain't even listen to that joint," and I was like, "Nah, I want to listen to it on the air. Like, I want to get that first feeling,
Mm-hmm.
uh, live on the air and stuff. Like, oh, that shit was hot. That shit,
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, because if it ain't hot, I'm be like, that's not heat. I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, I heard you do better.
Right.
Versus, boom, like, don't. I thought them joints was fire though. Like every joint you sent me was fire.
Yeah.
So because it's 151 straight with no chaser. Like if I don't think it's heat,
Straight
I'm gonna
up.
tell you,
Straight up.
yeah, I ain't feeling that joint.
Right.
So definitely, man, definitely, man. So what else you got cooking up, man?
Training day 3. It's on the way. You know what I'm saying? It's in the process.
So is that a project or a mixtape joint?
It's a mixtape.
Um,
You know, training day 1, 2, it's already out on Spin Runner. That's already out. 3 is in the making right now.
okay,
That's a couple songs that's gonna be on it, which I did, what they just heard.
okay.
You know, so give them just a preview of how I'm coming for 2020. And like I say, after this mixtape, I plan on doing my first album.
Is anybody hosting the mixtape or was
All my mixtapes hosted by DJ Grady.
okay?
Yeah, DJ Grady, DJ Grady. Shout out Grady, man.
He out here or he
VA.
VA? All right,
Yeah.
cool. Any more videos you gonna do besides movie?
Uh, of this mixtape, I I'm thinking about it. I might do another video, but then I'm thinking about doing like a feature video. You know, if I do a video, I ain't gonna do just a solo. You know, I already did a solo. You know, I might do a
Yeah.
feature video or something like that. You know.
Is there any other artists in the DMV that you're working with besides Toon Squad? It is.
Yeah, but as of right now, nah. But like I say, yeah, because I plan on to. Like it's something we already discussed. Like it's just like I say, mixing. I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
So album time, that's when I plan on really reaching out to the people that I know that's fit for the music that I'm about to create.
So real talk. I wish Lou was in here because I'm about to tell a funny story.
Right.
So last time we was all together, we was out in Maryland, and like you performed and Finesse performed and killed, and y'all killed it. And I did a little interview with y'all and stuff.
What was we at?
Uh, the Hangers Club. We was at the Hangers Club. It was like yeah, it was like yeah, it was at the Hangers Club.
Trap Go?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. I
the
don't even
Trap
remember
Go Go
because
joint.
all I remember is performing and leaving. Like, I don't even remember.
So
What was we when you interviewed us?
yeah,
Oh, I remember we was about it like in a little cut.
yeah.
All right, bet, bet. All right, I'm like, let me get my shit
so
together. I can't be doing that shit, man. Come on.
so the funny joint was there was a dude that came in after y'all.
What you mean, like performed
He,
or?
he, he performed. He performed.
Okay.
So I was standing outside. I was
Cause like I said,
interviewing.
I rolled out 151 right after I performed.
Yeah, I was standing outside. I was interviewing somebody else, and this nigga was like, I think he had like 100,000 on YouTube or something like that, maybe a million.
Yeah,
I ain't
views.
gonna, I ain't gonna discredit his shit.
Yeah.
He probably had a million views on YouTube.
Right.
So Lou was like, yo, he talked to the dude. He was like, yo, go interview with 151. So a nigga walked up to me and was like, yo, for real, they gonna have to give me $100 to interview with you. So I looked at the nigga. I thought this shit was funny. Like, nigga, I don't even know who the fuck you are. So I was
Right.
like, whatever,
Right.
whatever. Me and Lou looked, we laughed.
I never knew that shit.
So
And I think I know who y'all talking about.
and the niggas and first of all, his music wasn't better than yours. Yours was finesse. He ain't even bang like y'all how y'all bang.
It's a lot of them. I'm not gonna say no
So
names, but that's what I'm gonna call them. Dems. It's a lot of dems.
on some real shit. So like if his shit was like, oh my god, like nah, and he walked in with some people and his shit was average.
Right.
And after the show, he ran into Luke, and Luke could testify this. He ran into Luke, and Luke was like, he's like, yo, when your man out with the camera, I want to do my interview now.
Oh nah. He crazy.
And nigga Lou was like, oh, he's not gonna interview you.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. He's crazy, man.
Like Lou was like, I ain't gonna interview you. He's like, he's not. I can tell you now,
Right, like he's
he's
not
not
gonna
going to.
about to fuck with you,
After
right?
the shit you just did, nah,
Right.
he ain't gonna interview
You
you.
crazy, man.
It's just on your energy. So I tell you this to for any artist, especially in the game, whether you got a million, dog, you can have a million YouTube views and still live at home with your mother. That don't mean shit. And then you don't know other people's resume neither. Like on some real shit, I've interviewed like Gilly the Kid. That's my dude. Got his number personally. Him and my
Shout out
brother,
Gilly.
him and my brother are friends. Like when he come in town, Renegade always open up. Like that's my dude. I've interviewed him. I've interviewed Chef Rock, who was the
Gilly
season.
funny as shit, ain't
He funny as a motherfucker, even in real life. Like he always been funny. I've interviewed Chef Rock, who was on season 2. That's my cousin. We season 2 of Hell's Kitchen. He was the winner.
Chef
Like
Rock
I've
don't
I've
fuck with
interviewed Skiba Williams, who was a comedian that's been on BET.
him.
So when you acting like dog, you got a million views on YouTube and you sticking out your chest like, oh fucking wow, I'm the man. Like dog, if you sleeping on your mother's couch at the end of the day, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, you bumming
You
out
gotta
on
have
it.
some humbleness with your shit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
you definitely.
Yeah,
Lou, we
yeah.
was just talking about the nigga that walked in and said that we had to pay that nigga $100 for him to get an interview with me, and then he came to you at the end of the night trying to get an interview
Hey.
at the
Nah,
Hangers Club.
two different people though, nigga. Same almost. Two different people though.
Nah, it's the same nigga.
Nah.
It was the same
That ain't
nigga.
how that went down.
I know, yeah.
The other one person, I was him, but it was the other person who was ready to come at the end.
Oh no, I'm talking about
I know what
the
you're talking about, but
asshole dude. They
uh,
thought I gotta get $100 to interview. Nigga, he probably couldn't even spend $100.
okay. True. You like that.
Like I said, and I say that because a lot of artists when they go to shows and stuff like that, they don't network. They don't know we don't know their name. We don't remember who the fuck they are. So on some real shit, my peoples, shout out to DMG Worldwide, but my peoples threw an event, and me and Lou was there,
Okay.
and the niggas that won the event, to me, to me, sucked. So, but the thing about it is they won. The judges decided they won, but can't nobody remember their fucking name because the one thing that they should have did, they didn't do. They ain't network with nobody.
Right. That's the most important.
So even when Renegade told me they won, I'm like, who were they? This nigga had to give me like a detailed description of what they was wearing because these niggas was garbage because they didn't even network with nobody.
You got to
Like
network.
you can win an event and still lose by not networking because they probably took that little $1,000 that they won and they went and bought a bottle and they didn't do no promotion for their music. And if I saw them on the street, I couldn't even know these niggas to be honest with
Right. I
you.
feel
Like
you.
you know,
I talk about that shit a lot, but
I
you
talk
know,
about it all the time
yeah,
because if you ain't networking, you it's the music business.
yeah.
You're not focusing on the business if you're not networking.
Hmm.
You know, a lot of y'all niggas like to rap and roll. A lot of y'all niggas don't like to shout out other artists. But then y'all get on social media and the first thing y'all motherfucking do, don't nobody support me, nigga. You don't support nobody neither,
Shit crazy. Yeah.
and that's the crazy shit. Like, dog, you complain about not having support, but you don't support other people.
Hmm.
Funny how that works, you know. But and also too, if you taking time to shout out your haters all day long, and you don't shout out your supporters, there's something backwards there. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I live in a bizarre world. Maybe I
Hmm.
want to focus on the positivity and not worried about the motherfuckers that don't like me. Because if they don't like me, I don't like them either. So the feeling's mutual and shit.
I'm with you.
All right, Cphatt. So you got your other thing you working. You got your other mixtape that you working on. Training Day 3.
Hmm.
You gotta clean up the bar. We got bar backs to do
My bad. My bad. My bad.
that. What else you got coming up? Any upcoming virtual shows or virtual shows or what you doing?
Just trying to get the tape done.
Okay,
Just trying to, like I say, stay focused and get it done so I can work on the album.
bet,
Cause I'm
bet.
geeking. I'm kind of geeking to like, step off from just having fun.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, you got some competition because your crew has been putting up some bangers.
And he got
Definitely.
finesse bangers, new Jones. He's slick, bro.
I know. I'm
He
just.
got finesse new Jones. He got Baby J new Jones. He
Hmm.
got Joe new Jones. He got about 9 new Jones.
I know.
He said, I know.
And then on top of that, I still get new Renegade shit too. That's exclusively to me. I'm just a mother. Actually,
Smoke.
I got somebody else R&B song I can't play just yet because I gotta go to me the final mix now.
Mm.
I got some bangers.
So he can't even play it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Only because I promised and I know they watch my show.
Like you better not push that button.
Better not.
Mm.
Otherwise, I would just be like, fuck it. But I always got
He
some new joint.
oversleeping some shit, man. That's
I
all.
mean, I might get bored next week. You never know.
It's always.
But shit. All right, shout out to social media, man, and we gonna wind this down. He ain't gonna give me no bars at the bars. I ain't gonna press him, but he said, see Pat about his money, and I'm broke
You
because
know
I
we
spent
ain't
my money
rocking
on
like that,
alcoholic.
no 51. We ain't rocking like that, man. But all social media, Young Cphatt, everything Young Cphatt.
Twitter,
Twitter,
everything.
Instagram, everything. Email, Young Cphatt.
All right, bet. Salute to Toon Squad hitters. Salute to Baby J, 10 aka 10K. Salute to Blue DMV.
Shit.
And salute to Finesse. He ain't in the building.
Yeah, shout out Brody. Shout out Levels. Dash.
Everybody.
The whole gang, man.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, oh, oh. Mr. Carter.
Smoke.
JC.
Shout out to JC Carter.
Smoke.
Smoke.
You're. He already said levels. Duh. It's a
You
lot
know,
of them.
we can get you, man. We ain't forget you.
You know what?
Renegade.
If we
Uh,
ain't get you, we ain't forget you.
definitely, definitely. So I'm gonna drop one of these other joints that since I'm all playing only exclusive shit that I got.
Oh, you got Renegade, John.
So I'm gonna play a new Renegade joint,
Oh,
Ounces of Hope.
Mm.
let's
You know
hear
how
it.
we do.
Let's see.
I know y'all be like, man, where does motherfucker get all this music from? Your baby mama. Now you know.
I ain't got time for shit. Only got time for a bitch.
His
And
man
she know
produced
I
this.
ride dick. But I'm just blowing on the pill. Niggas ain't gon' catch a wave.
This thing
Money
IG.
by the day, catch a
I mean
drip.
Instagram.
They
Cool.
won't never gon' say. This
Really
nigga
good.
gon' take a lick.
Renegade 703.
Nigga need to go get a brick.
VA.
Stop playing
Mm-hmm.
around with my click. We always stay safe at the base. So I'm gonna make another
That
bitch.
shit pop right up.
Playing this game with
Yep.
the ace. I'm
RENE.
back dealing this
Yep.
money,
Listen.
bitch. How you niggas feeling now? Now it's over the
It's
south.
down.
Oh, you don't like me? I'm
Clark
proud of
Kent.
my paper. I'm about to get it out. Blown through a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Got no bills. I'm acting like a child. Oh, you see blood in the court. Now you wanna start acting foul.
You met him
I'm
at
in pushing the quarters. Fence lurking. No, it's chicken on my
the
style.
Baxter
Run
present
around with these foes.
present
Don't meet your daughters.
present
Niggas
Immaculate
running
Kids
wild.
Center.
Might say
Okay.
son, I'm the
You might
right
tell
one.
him.
Boy, better go ahead.
Oh, you
Fuck
know
what
about
it's
him?
out.
You met him.
93 man might like one. That
That's his
loud been
ops.
taking up the sound.
I met him.
Who know we
Yeah,
really been a
at the
good.
present.
That
Give
president
back to the
got
Oh,
kids.
the backpack, the
I'm
bike, the
poor,
bike
bro.
thing joint.
For the present for the kids
Looking
center.
at me,
I be
seen the
high as
most.
shit.
He in the
All
picture
that
with all
bad
of us.
boy, I do the
Hmm.
most.
It looking familiar though.
Victory free, I'ma take the toss.
And
Not
then
selling
Hmm.
Yeah,
dope,
he
but
look
I'm
we
selling
familiar.
went to
hope.
the like you said the joint we was performing at.
We went to the joint he was performing at.
Yeah, and then your producer was up there as the judge.
Oh, that was his producer.
That's his producer.
The one of them said they knew who Renegade was. So I hear you talking about. I was like, who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah, the dude, he know. That's one. The one that was the judge.
I got it by the first degree.
Go ahead,
Coming to
producer.
kill me. I try to be the hero. And become
He's
the
a
villain.
villain.
Your name is not Corey. So know what you're dealing. And look at
Oh, I'm
my
following him.
eyes. I've been just losing my feelings. Don't even stop me. You never finish.
It's crazy
And me
though. I'm
pushing
following him, but I
on.
don't never see a
I can
post.
never
So
just
I'm on
end
network
this.
with him. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all follow each
Mm,
other because y'all was networking at the party.
yeah.
But I don't ever see us posted.
Because you gotta like one. Because once you like one, and you ain't like one since then, you won't see the
But he don't
repost.
really post that much unless it's mostly in his stories.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't
You
have
know, he
him.
got like a couple albums. He got another one. What's bro? South Carolina?
Who? Sergeant Q?
Sergeant Q, South Carolina.
No, he
Where's Norfolk?
Charlottesville.
Huh?
Charlottesville.
Charlottesville. He dropped some Charlottesville up this bitch, B. You heard us say, B?
Huh?
He dropped some Charlottesville up here
Oh wow.
to perform.
I mean, if he got the money and all shit to do it, hey.
Uh-huh. He be moving. I know, watch this on Happy
When the beat get this
Studios.
cranking. I fuck with that beat. That beat definitely doing numbers.
I just wake up in the morning, what's the recipe? I'm just trying to drive forward, it's my destiny.
It's my
I'm
shit right here, though.
that's what they left for me. I'm just trying to stack my
There
coins
you go.
like Chuck E. Cheese. I just wake up in the morning, what's the recipe? I'm just trying to drive forward, it's my destiny. I picked up where they left off, that what they left for me. I'm just trying to stack my coins like Chuck E. Cheese. I'm just trying to stack it up, trying to stack it up. I'm
Hey,
just trying to be a boss, fuck a manager.
watch the video.
Had to take a loss.
Yeah, I know y'all ain't never seen that shit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you don't put a date on that shit.
You got to turn the volume down.
Oh, it's on now.
Uh-huh. He said, "Oh, we live." Oh man, I got Terry and Tizzle Drake's up this.
Three
God,
for the 25.
uh,
Keep you alive. What the fuck shit say? A
that's
Ninja
Tizzle.
Turtle.
Yeah.
What he got going on? What
Tell me.
It's really good.
Oh, okay. That's the same song?
This is the
The
one he
money joint.
performed that day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
Mm.
I ain't know this coming to you when you hear that music. You go into the memory lane. You're like, let me. I remember that.
Yeah, good interview.
Hmm?
Interview.
No, it's a shout out.
Oh, nigga be straight.
Yep.
We just had an event. I was like, give me a shout out.